Any force threatening Russian air groups fighting terrorism in Syria should be immediately destroyed. And that warning came from Vladimir Putin at the end-of-year meeting of the Defense Ministry.
I order to act in the toughest way. All parties threatening the Russian forces and our infrastructure on the ground are to be destroyed immediately.
Now let's talk to RT's Marina Kochema, who's following the story for us. So, Marina, why was Putin talking about threats to Russian forces?
Well, this particular statement was made by the Russian President Vladimir Putin following the recent downing of a Russian warplane while it was conducting a combat mission in Syria by Turkish forces. Now, this particular incident happened just 2 weeks ago, but still, this Friday, Vladimir Putin once again called for a broader cooperation with the US-led coalition in this international fight against the spread of ISIS in Syria. Now, speaking at the end of the year meeting at the Defense Ministry, Vladimir Putin said that Russian air military operation is aimed at uniting all forces that are currently involved in this fight, both the Syrian state army as well as the Western-backed opposition.
The work of our military aircraft contributes to the alliance of the government forces and the Free Syrian Army. Right now, several of its divisions of more than 5,000 people, as well as the government troops, are advancing against terrorists in the provinces of Homs, Hama, Aleppo and Raqqa. We provide them and government troops with air support. We also support them with weapons and funding.
Russian forces before mentioned that they were using intel data that they received from the Free Syrian Army in the current air military campaign led by Russia. Now, what else was mentioned at this particular meeting was raised by the country's defense minister, who said that the Islamic State's influence in Syria keeps expanding. He also mentioned that ISIS at the moment controls about 70% of the Syrian territory, also mentioning that in Syria and Iraq there are about 60,000 militants at the moment. And he said that this, of course, poses a threat that their actions might expand to other regions, including the Central Asia as well as the North Caucasus.